Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet,
don't whoop my ass too bad, cuz
there's nothing quite like a great
I'm just trying to, you feel me?
The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense on first down. Here comes the option. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he is going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Give to the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Goes to the option. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, why have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Longhorns getting set on first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a first and 10. He's going to pass. They'll run the screen. Ball's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Here comes the offense on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Sooners are flying down the field.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they read the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Now on second down. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Gets open down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You can't help but think back to last year, Jesse, when Oklahoma figured out a way to win that close game.
And Reese, Texas has been reminded every day this past year about losing that game close, too. So you knew, David, coming out in this one, they were going to be amped up and ready to roll.
And you know the juices are flowing early in the game. Like, this is not a friendly rivalry. OU doesn't like Texas. Texas doesn't like OU.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And they just keep feeding into their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, left him grasping for air. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
7, Texas, 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. The toss to the outside. Nifty little dance step. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Texas calls his campus the 40 acres. This running game might cover 40 acres before it's over.
That would be a heck of a day. I don't know how many yards that would be. That would be a quick conversion. How good's your math, Reese, to try to calculate that? But they're having a lot of success, a lot of history with great running backs at the University of Texas. And this guy is having a day.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Pugh. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Finds his man. It's Kramer. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the left side. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Right back to him on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They'll try the run. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Running back goes in motion. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Acha. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown Sooner. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complimentary.
Bro, I just ran a regular play, bro.
You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense.
Damn, bro, why you gotta talk to me like that? Damn.
Looking to throw on second down.
Like, he'll be hollering, bro.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The offense set
He'll be poor shit. That's crazy.
Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Unloads to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the three of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL. We know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of the games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Wants to throw. It's Arnold. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. It's complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Sooners want to move quickly. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he breaks into the open. The 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Allchuck. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
To the ground with the back. Oh, what a move. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for this offense. To throw, it's Arnold. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
How good have they been on third down today? And another opportunity here on 3rd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And oh man, there's some burnt orange getting nervous in here thinking of the 2000 to 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? It's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circled this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from you. Don't hit the panic button right now.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And this ball looks like he just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Sooners will hustle to the line. On the ground, it's Ochuk. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires and picked off. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Offense lining up quickly. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. Got out of trouble and throws. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
1st down here for the offense. This guy can throw it. Got his man quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 28, Texas 7.
He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Out of the gun. The running back has it.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now on the option. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And just wedges to the head a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Arkansas is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Fayetteville. They're trailing by 21 to Utah. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Fires to the right. Got his man. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What a catch and run for 6. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Trying to find his man on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game.